Hey, this is Peter. Welcome back to Nautophilia. In this episode, we're going to show you some of the preparations we made for a 150-mile offshore practice run, getting ready for the Pac Cup. Going to introduce you to Steve and John and my crew. And we're going to also show you some photos of what it's like out there in the middle of the Pacific, off the shore of California. So stick around and share our adventure. So in preparation for going offshore tonight, I thought I'd show you a couple of things that we did. Here in the salon, which Steve is going to be using in his bunk, we put up a lee cloth to keep him from rolling off the Cetacea. See some of his gears already there. Also added a lee cloth over here on the side to hold some of the equipment. Right there is the dinghy, the electric motor for the dinghy. It'll keep that in place. One time when I tried to do an offshore race, kept the dinghy on deck, wave caught it, and did some damage. So not keeping the dinghy on deck this time. And then over here in the forward cabin, this is where John's going to be sleeping. Again, put a lee cloth up to keep him from rolling off the bunk, keep him in place, and to help keep his gear in there during the day when he's up on deck. So, it's about 9 o'clock on a Friday night. We're about to head offshore for our 150-mile shakedown cruise for the Pac Cup. The boat is, sail covers off, halyards hooked up. Inside we got the lee cloths. I'll show you some of that tomorrow during the daylight. And I'll take a little footage when we're heading out under the Golden Gate. But for now, this is going to be our view for the next couple days, looking right down the boat, heading out to open water. Join me. Sailing past the San Francisco waterfront, heading out toward the Golden Gate. San Francisco is a beautiful city at night. It is a gorgeous skyline. So this is the Golden Gate Bridge when it's foggy. So despite forecasts for a small craft advisory, we've been struggling to find any air at all overnight. And as you can see, we are mostly becalmed here this morning. So, as we turn to my fellow crew person, John, the question becomes, do we try and stay out here and bob around, or do we consider going back home?
Captain's choice.
Captain's choice. I like that. Smart man. So, after having a seemingly discussion with our third crew member, Steve, say hi, Steve.
Hi.
The decision has been made to turn on the motor, head back for the gate, do some sailing practice back in the bay where we're pretty sure there's going to be some wind. So, we'll see you when we're passing back under the gate. Finally, a little bit of wind to get the sails up, but the Golden Gate Bridge is still completely fogged in. Nonetheless, it's always a good day when we can get a little bit of sailing in with Cetacea. Over here, we would have been seeing the lighthouse, but that's fogged in too. Still, it's a beautiful day on the water. Steve, we survived our overnight at sea and prepping for the Pac Cup. Any final thoughts as we pass the beautiful city of San Francisco skyline?
All right.
Can't say it better myself.
Sea stays better, it's more wind.
Well, as you saw, our offshore sail this weekend to kind of shake down the boat. A little disappointing. Didn't have any wind out there in the open ocean, unfortunately. Did learn a few lessons, dealing with flogging sails and a little bit of swell going on when we didn't have any wind. And it's always good to get the boat offshore, get some exercise. And we did do some good sailing coming back in to the bay. Also got our man overboard exercise completed before the Pac Cup. So got a few things done, but just wish we had had 10, 12 knots of wind this weekend. Would have made things a whole lot better. In the meantime, we'll keep getting the boat ready, and we'll keep you apprised of the progress. And until next time, happy sailing. Thanks for watching.